brothers. My brother, who was 13, amazing soccer player, amazing. I mean, this is what he wants to do. He wants to play professional soccer. He's like all fitted out with all the soccer stuff. You know, he has $120 soccer shoes. You know how expensive these things are? And they all have their own iPod. Not only do they have their own iPod, but they have all the different versions of the iPod. They have the shuffle, they have the mini, they have the video, and yeah, I didn't have any of that. My mother once locked me outside so she can get some sleep. Yeah. I don't know where that came from.
Like, what happens first? I mean, when the story...
What happens, it would seem, is that somebody sees something in the newspaper, or somebody hears something from their friend, or on TV, or even on NPR, real NPR, which I'm not allowed to call it apparently, I've been told. But and then, you know, it kind of piques your interest.
Go ahead.
I'm interested in the Senate being up all night.
The Senate tonight will be pulling an all-nighter to try to finalize a few bills, and it's a Democratic filibuster essentially on Iraq issues. They're not even going to debate, but so there's a lot of media around the Senate all-nighter. Because how often do a big group of like 40, 50, and 60-year-old men in suits get together and pull an all-nighter?
It's super interesting. It's like they're not going to get to have a vote because the Republicans will just stand up there and filibuster. And
this could take a while.
I think that's okay.
But I think it could actually be an interesting while. It could be a great narrative. You know, we could just spin that out. It'd be really, really nice. Good conversation.
It's been all night. I need to know what happened.
A number of brave Republicans came to the floor throughout the night to make our case. And I'm proud of what they've said and what they've done.
You mean if you're cynical, you think it's about politics, and the Democrats need to show that they are being strong. I always think maybe this is something part of something bigger.
You're setting it up for something else.
Setting up for something else.
Hot Ghetto Mess, which is the new show debuting on BET about people just send in videos, awful videos of themselves, usually half naked and drunk, usually.
When we were looking for video to do this segment, I couldn't find any that what we could put on the air.
Who do we want to talk to about something like this? Like, who are we hoping to get?
There are a couple people. There's the host of the show. They chose Charlie Murphy, who became a huge figure on the Dave Chappelle show. I'm super excited about Charlie Murphy. Super excited. But I was reading Jan Donaldson, the woman who created it, has really interesting things to say about it.
She wants people to think about doing better and living better lives. But the way she wants to get people to behave this way is by showing videos of them doing all the outrageous things.
People are saying that, you know what, this is basically playing into the stereotype. This isn't going to solve anything.
Or maybe it really is something where people will look and say, oh my God, that's what my daughter's doing. But so I'm sort of torn between how far to go personally. Is it my job to play devil's advocate and raise all these different points with the guest who's promoting this show? Or is it just to get the information out and let people decide for themselves? Or is it me to say, hey, you know what, I am somebody who wants good things for people in my community, but is this the right way to do it?
Yeah.
Or is it some combination? I'm thinking it's some combination.
Yeah.
I'm not sure yet.
And then also there's a story about rumors of giant badgers, giant cow-eating badgers that have been released in Iraq. Some Iraqis thinking by the British military.
There's fear in the streets of giant badgers under bridges.
Our able producer, MJ Don't Call Me Meg Davis, has already got calls into the British military and is trying to get someone to talk to us about it. And she's a fallback plan of saying maybe we should just talk to a veterinarian about about, because there are these honey badgers is what the speculation is, and so like maybe we could just use it as an excuse to talk to a veterinarian about what up with honey badgers. One of the things I think we're trying to avoid a little bit with this show is just the traditional thing where there's an issue and there's a sort of group of people that oppose it and a group of people on one side of it and on the other side, and you go, there's this disagreement. These people say this, and then they come on and then you go, but others say this, and then you go, only time will tell. We talk to a guy, so is this even possible? No, and then we just have like a little Jack Hanna-ish chat about badgers. What about that clip from The Treasure of the Sierra Madre? Badgers? We don't have to show you stinky badgers.
My staff is late.
This never happens.
Let's talk about the ramble. Can you call somebody at AJC?
Yeah.
We're gonna have to do some lifting on that.
The Simpsons dissing Rupert Murdoch.
Setting up the conceit.
Abu Omar al-Baghdadi. Abu Omar al-Baghdadi. Abu Omar al-Baghdadi.
Dog fighting? This is what I'm curious about.
My only concern is that, you know, it's a fairly small staff.
Okay? Good.